Crazy thing happened over the past week. That's on point tonight. The president ordered special restrictions on travelers from a different country. His administration cited the out-of-control spread of a deadly virus.
Breaking news tonight on a new travel rule involving COVID.
The Biden administration has announced new mandatory COVID testing requirements.
Starting January 5th, anyone traveling from China will be required to show proof of a negative PCR.
I know what you're thinking. Travel bans are racist and xenophobic. In fact, they don't work. We learned that from then candidate Biden back in 2020. You might remember at the time, President Trump ordered restrictions on travelers from China and then Europe during the start of another deadly virus, actually the same deadly virus, COVID.
This is no time for Donald Trump's record of hysterical xenophobia, and fear-mongering to lead the way instead of science.
Banning all travel from Europe or any other part of the world may slow it, but as we've seen, it will not stop it.
Yeah, a lot's changed in 3 years, right? Among them, our definition of racist and xenophobic. If Trump did it, it's racist. If Biden does the exact same thing, literally the same thing, well, then it's just the president trying to protect people. Take a listen.
A travel ban isn't going to, and the negative test results are just going to, they're delaying tactics. You can't control what's out there in the airports.
I think it does make sense to ask for there to be pre-departure testing.
See, now it makes sense. Before, singling people out based on where they were traveling from was racist. Now it makes sense. And to be fair, this is a testing requirement, not a ban. But the point's the same, right? Singling people out for a certain reason. Back when the pandemic started, we didn't have the ability to test everyone flying in. A ban was the only option. Those were scary times. And whatever you thought of Trump's order, Mr. Biden's order seems to make even less sense. Here's noted public health expert and frequent guest on the show, Dr. Amish Adalja.
This is an endemic respiratory virus, and I don't think testing requirements are going to really substantially slow the spread of a virus that's everywhere in the world.
Especially when there are millions and millions and millions of cases of the virus. So what Mr. Biden is doing is simply ineffective. Nobody's really arguing that, but why isn't it racist? It was racist when Trump did it. Why isn't it racist now? Hold that thought for a second. One thing hasn't changed since the pandemic. The very same journalists, and for that matter, Mr. Biden, are turning a blind eye to the Chinese lies and cover-ups. The Chinese recently ended their zero COVID policy with predictable results. So rather than video of people locked in their apartments, we have videos of overrun hospitals. And it's not just hospitals. Lines now extend from crematoriums. Few people got vaccinated in China. Those that did got the vaccine made in China, which was basically based on intellectual property stolen from Pfizer and Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. Evidently, they're not good at stealing the intellectual property, so a lot of people have died. You haven't heard much about the deaths in China. And, well, you didn't really hear much about the virus leaking from the Wuhan lab either. It's amazing. The more things change from what's racist to what's just good policy, the more things stay the same. The American media keeps covering for the Chinese. As I said, a crazy thing happened this week. Not just the blatant hypocrisy of praising Mr. Biden for the exact same policy they called racist under Trump, but the complete lack of integrity to admit they were wrong or realize viewers are smart enough to see the flip-flop. You are. Imagine if an anchor had said, to be fair, we called this racist under Trump. Why shouldn't we under Biden? That didn't happen. We'll keep waiting for a week that is that crazy. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.